Hi, this is Rich Tafel, and I'm here with the premier RLT strategy memo on video. Now, I have a strategy company that works with people, everything from life coaching strategy to organizational strategy to nonprofit strategy to corporate strategy. And for years, I've been doing a weekly memo that's been written. And so people have asked me to explore the new world, the new technology of putting this online in a video. So I'm going to give it a shot. And I'll be anxious to get your feedback and see what you think. Don't hold back any criticism. So this week I have a question from a woman named Katie in the Washington, D.C. area, and it's an organizational strategy question. And her question is, our nonprofit is beginning to really feel the impact of the bad economy. Donations are falling off substantially, and one area we've never tapped into is the federal government. We see these billion-dollar bailouts for for-profits and wondering if there's something similar for nonprofits. We carry a lot of the load of meeting America's needs. And because we're nonprofit, we've been told we cannot lobby the government to access funds. Should we seek money from the government? Can we get it? And how do we start? Well, Katie, that's a great question, I think. Big chunk of my business is working with nonprofits, so I completely understand what you're talking about. And when you see these other groups, getting these huge bailouts, banks, insurance companies, it's a really fair question to ask about the people who are meeting the needs of our communities. What about them? Because funding is definitely off. If I could leave you with one quick answer to this, and it's to address a misconception in your question, and that is that nonprofits cannot lobby the government. That is simply not true. You can and you should. Advocacy is a part of citizenship. So you can definitely lobby the government. What you're confusing this with is there is laws around what a 501c3, so this is a little technical, but if you're a nonprofit, there's a limit to the percentage of time you can lobby the government. But it's usually around 20%. You should talk to your legal counsel about it, but you can definitely lobby the government for funds. So you should be doing it. In fact, if you're trying to change the world, I believe, and you're trying to, let's say, feed the hungry, you could do that one at a time. But if you passed law and changed law, you could affect millions. So I think you have an obligation to engage in public policy in the work that you're doing at the local level, not just for funding. The downside of coming to the government for funding is that your organization can become dependent upon the government, and we've all seen what happens to organizations who forget their mission because they become addicted to government spending. So I don't think you want to go in that direction, but certainly there should be funds. I should also point out that at this time, the new administration is rolling out an Office of Social Innovation. I believe it will be out in the next month or so, and that will have funds absolutely for groups who are doing world-changing work out there in the nonprofit community. So you should definitely pay attention to that. So the bottom line is advocacy isn't just a right for you and your organization. It's actually, I think, a responsibility. And I think you should engage with your legal counsel to see how much of your time you can do it. I think you could also hire a lobby firm to help you access the Hill to do it. But there's absolutely no reason you shouldn't be approaching government, and I think there will be some funds available for the kind of work that you're doing. So thanks for the question.